Hey, how's it going? Xander Fryer with Shit You Don't Learn in College, and today we're going to talk about how to build deeper relationships with your clients in a virtual economy. Now, let's be honest, it's been a weird couple of years, and the truth is, it doesn't seem like it's getting any less weird. There's more uncertainty, there's more confusion, there's more anxiety in the air than there ever has been before, and not only are we feeling it, but our clients are feeling it as well. Now, when people are uncertain, when people are living in confusion and a lack of clarity, it makes it really difficult to find new clients and build new client relationships. But one of the things that you can do right now is you can build stronger client relationships with your current clients. When they're going through tough times, one of the best things that you can do is double down and get with them and help them. Make sure that you're showing up, making sure that they feel supported, and build stronger client relationships. So I want to run through the 5 tips to help you build deep client relationships with your clients right now so they never want to leave you. Tip number 1 to build raving fan clients is to give them a wow experience right from the very beginning. Now, that old saying around, you never get a second chance to make a first impression is 100% true. Majority of us make decisions around somebody within the first day or even hour that we meet them. So you want to make sure that that first impression is an absolute game changer. Now, to give you an example of what to do and what not to do, we recently had an event at the Guild Hotel here in San Diego. We also went to several other hotels to see how we would be treated. And to one of the hotels, which shall not be named, when we went there, it was very nonchalant, like, yeah, check out the room, do this, whatever. Like, if you want to take it, cool. When we went to the Guild, which is where we hosted our live event, when we came in, they had their entire staff sitting around a conference room table. Every single one of them had name tags. They had a seat for myself and my wife, Maddie, with our own name tags, with fresh Evian bottles and Pellegrino bottles waiting for us. They had a little gift bag with some champagne waiting for us. And when we sat down, they went around the room and everybody introduced themselves and asked a question to get to know us as a company better. They showed they cared. They gave us something that they didn't have to give us, and they put time and energy into making sure that we had a strong relationship just from the very beginning. Now, this took them a total of about 5.5 minutes to pull off. But after it happened, me and Maddie looked at each other and we said, we're gonna host our event here for years to come. Simply from that first 5 minutes of meeting them. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So when you meet your clients, when you start that client relationship, make sure you absolutely wow them from the very beginning. Now, obviously in a virtual economy, you can't always have that face-to-face meeting. You can't always give them a bottle of champagne right from the very beginning. But you need to find ways to do this. You can have virtual meetings. You can send gift cards. You can send, we send edible arrangements to people's houses. We send birthday cards. You want to find a way to get to people in a personal way so that you can build that relationship strongly right from the start. And this brings us to the second rule to build deep relationships. This is a rule that we share with everybody in our community. It's intimacy over automation. In a world where everybody's looking to automate and make things easier, we've found that in a connected world, people are feeling more disconnected than ever. The truth is, whatever business you're in a person-to-person business. Whether you're in business to business, you're in business to consumer, people buy from people that they know, love, and trust. When I used to work at Cisco, we used to sell millions and millions of dollars to companies like Disney and Facebook and Sony and NBC. And it was because they liked us as vendors. They liked us as people. It was the relationships that we built. So the truth is, if you want to build strong relationships, automation is not going to get you there. John D. Rockefeller had a quote. He said, to scale your business, you have to do the things that don't scale. You have to be intimate. You have to care. You have to do the things that nobody else is willing to do to build that relationship. That's how you stand out from the crowd. So number 3 is what I call expectations up front. When you first build a relationship with someone, you want to make sure that there are crystal clear expectations from the very beginning. I also call this radical transparency. I don't want our clients to have something that they weren't expecting to come down the line. You want them to be aware of everything that's going to happen so that they can make a decision in the very beginning whether or not they're on the right track. Because if you have some things that are going to pop out of the corners or some trap doors that are going to happen down the line and they're not aware of it, it's going to create some misguided expectations and some lack of trust. It takes weeks, months, even years to build trust. It only takes moments to destroy it by something happening that you did not create a proper expectation for your clients. So when we work with people, we create very strong expectations from the very beginning. We let them know what works, what doesn't, what's gonna allow them to be successful, and what won't. And certain things that if they do it, it's gonna prevent us from being able to get them the results that they truly deserve. When we can set those clear and expected results right from the very beginning, there's no surprises, and everybody feels better off during that relationship. Now, number 4, and one of the most important parts of building a strong relationship, is getting clear on what the end result is for them. Now, I made this mistake when I first started my coaching business. I was helping coaches build profitable businesses. And I made the assumption that every coach, like me when I first started, I wanted to first have a 6-figure business, then I wanted to have a multiple 6-figure business, then I wanted to have $1 million business. I made the mistake of thinking everybody had the same goals that I did. So when I first started my coaching business, coaching other coaches, I assumed that everybody's goal was a 6-figure business as fast as possible. Now, what I found was that was not the case. There were some people that we worked with that they just wanted to make an extra 5K a month, 6K a month, and they were totally happy doing that. They didn't want to get to 6 figures. They just wanted to be able to help people and make a casual $50,000 to $60,000 to $70,000 extra on top of what they were making, maybe in a 9 to 5, or maybe that's all they wanted to make at all. Now, because of that, I realized that helping them get to 5K a month would help them be successful. And I wasn't upset when they weren't getting to 10K a month. I needed to understand what the results meant for them. Now, on the flip side of that, we had clients that wanted to achieve 20K, 30K, 50K, 100K a month much faster. And it's important to understand their goals as well, because if I have someone come into my program and they want to make 100K a month in the next 90 days, and I don't help them make 100K a month in the next 90 days, let's say I help them only make 50K in the next 90 days, is that then a failure to them? So I need to make sure I understand what is success to them, and this goes back to the step before. I need to make sure that they understand proper expectations, that not everybody who says they want to earn $100,000 in 90 days is going to earn $100,000 in 90 days. Is it possible? Absolutely. Have we done it before? Absolutely. Is it easy? Oh my God, no. So they need to understand the truth of what it actually takes to achieve that level of success, so that if they want to do 100K a month and they only get to 50, they know why. And it's not for blaming us. They're still going to see that they had success getting there. So we need to know what success means to them so we can do everything in our power to help them get there, but also go back to setting proper expectations and not making promises that you can't deliver on. Now, the 5th and probably the most important thing that you can do to help make sure that you have raving fan clients that never leave you is actually also the most uncomfortable. It's when times get tough, you get down and dirty with your clients. Now, what I mean by this is there's going to be a time in every client relationship where the relationship gets tough. Maybe something breaks in the system. Maybe your clients aren't getting the result that they really want. And how you respond in these tough times is going to be what dictates whether or not you have raving fans or you have people leaving your programs, products, and services to go elsewhere. Now, I first learned this when I was working with Disney and Cisco, and we had a $30,000 networking piece of equipment break. And it was in the middle of a conference between their CIO and our CEO. And what did I do? I buckled down, I pulled an all-nighter, and I helped figure out what was going wrong and fixed it. Now, because of that, I built a relationship with Disney that down the line, they would buy millions and millions of dollars from me because they knew when shit hit the fan, I didn't go running and screaming for the hills. I didn't turn around with my tail between my legs and disappear. I rolled up my sleeves, I got down into the mud, and I got into the trenches with them to solve it. Your clients are looking for the same thing. If you want to create raving fan clients, when shit hits the fan, dig down deeper with them. Get into the mud. Show them that you care. Show them that you're willing to give them the support when all else fails. Right now, people are going through stress. They're going through anxiety. They're going through tough times. And we can either just let them go because they're going through a lot, or we can show up at a higher level and say, hey, I'm here to help. I'm here to support. Those are going to be the companies, those are going to be the businesses that more people want to work with moving forward. True leaders show their character not in times of light and ease. True leaders show their character in times of hardship. And that's what people are looking for. They're looking for leaders. So when times get tough for your customers and your clients, get down into the mud with them and show them you care. One of the toughest things that you can do in a business is to find new clients. It takes work, it takes energy, it takes money, it takes time, it takes all the things that we don't have extra of. So one of the most important things that we can do is learn how to create raving fan clients that never want to leave us. If you focus on these 5 tips, you have clients that'll stick with you for life. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and click like below and let me know that you did. And go ahead and comment below any specific topics that you want me to cover in the future. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel so you never miss another great video, and I'll see you in there.